Hi folks, welcome to the video. This is Hardly Gaming, and yet again we are doing a bit of Wolcen. Still can't access my PlanetSide 2 game. So it's annoying because like the Facebook and is saying, oh, we're gonna have all these rewards for players, and it's now the comment section of them is just full of people going, well, what about us? You know, all these people that I essentially, like, because I'm a member, I did ask, like, is there going to be anything given to players like us, because we pay to play a game that we can't play. Anyway, so this video is going to be a little bit of an update. I've got a couple more levels here. I'm at level 69, giggity. And so I've been tweaking my build, and I found something that I found to be really nice. I've went on a slightly different way of my skill tree. And I've also found some really nice gear, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mission. I'm going to just go here and do a random mandate, and then I will show the build at the end. So if you want to hang around and watch the whole thing, you're more than welcome to do so. I will put timestamps in, so you can just cut to the build if you want. Although I would recommend watching a little bit of gameplay, but it is going to be a high level mandate, so it will take me about 15 minutes or so. Oh, 2 seconds. Just got to finish doing that. And there we go. Now I will say I have just reset my attributes. I've been playing about with them all day, so I've gone a bit more into health because I was getting one-shotted too much, and it actually helped. Like, the bosses were still doing like 90% damage to me, but I was surviving, and that's what counts, you know. Nope. Don't want any of that blue nonsense. As this is just a random mission, which means that these enemies are at the same level as me, so they're level 69 enemies. Nope, I need that. Quite funny when you cannot take your normal attack off. It's kind of annoying because it's really not useful at this point. Early on, it's very useful. You have to really alternate between your primary attack and your secondary, because your primary attack gives you mana, gives you willpower back. So if I hit people with my main attack, I get willpower, which means I can then cast more spells. Those things hurt, and I've had them jump like 180 degrees, so I like teleported through them and they've turned in mid-air and still killed me. Now with this build, I will say, to try and utilize it as much as I have, you do need to be a pretty high level. And it's essentially just an extension on the build I've already put up. I found a really nice kind of new avenue to go down. And I'm quite excited about leveling up in the next couple of levels, because I reckon in about maybe 4 or 5 points, maybe 6, this build will be pretty much perfect, at least for what I want it to do, damage wise anyway. Does still feel like a bit like a glass cannon. One thing I did do is I regemmed all my items and put all of it onto health rather than shield. Shield just does not seem anywhere near as effective as health. And the fact I kept getting one-shotted when I still had my full shield active and stuff like that. I think it bugs out and you get hit with like overwhelming damage. I don't think your shield takes the hit. As you can see though, I'm chewing through these enemies. Sadly, I can't use Warhammers. The one thing I've never found at any level of this game is a unique staff. Which is a red level, which is a... No, they're legend... I think they're legendary, actually. Yes, legendary, a purple or unique. I've also, I mean, because I've been playing quite a bit today as well, I've actually managed to farm out quite a bit of money, which allowed me to kind of change my build and test it and edit it and stuff. By the way, I'm not saying any chance that this is finished. I will continuously add and change this build, but it's just because I found a really nice new avenue. I thought it'd be quite a nice idea to share it with you all. And because there's, I mean, the latest builds I've seen online, other than mine, have been like 6 months ago. And I think this game gets updated regularly, you know. It seems like it might do. Because it's definitely, like, the build, when I watch builds from like 6 months ago, I look at things and go, wait a minute, I don't have that, or that doesn't seem right. Up. Gonna be finishing soon now. That's the thing with auto attack, is it's you stop and you attack, and it's annoying when you don't mean to. Those things that take more damage than those bosses. Right. I would normally finish up by like searching out the rest of this mission, but I'm going to head back to town and show you the build. So, let's just jump into the actual passive tree. So this is the build I set up. As you can see, it is very similar to the build I showed you guys the other day. And pretty much identical. The only thing is, I have put more points down here. I will finish this line. I really like this line here. This increases the projectile speed, and then you get massive damage boost depending on how far away the enemies are. So that's a really nice one. That's where my next points will go. I have taken a few things off of here. I've only just gone up to get that. I will use 1 point to get that as well, just to get extra damage. But what I did do is I came over here. So I've taken this one here. And I've come up here to the Exorcist. Now the reason I've done this is because of the projectile damage. So I get plus 8% projectile damage here, plus 12 here, plus 12 again, and then what I've done is gone up to get the blessed silver. So basically when I have the 5 points, I do more damage. And because I've chosen this one here, which is eagerness, because normally this is whenever you so your points replenish, but also when you dodge, but because of this, I get it whenever I deal a critical hit, and I do a lot of critical hits, so it's pretty much always at max level. So it's just 3 damage, and it's, you know, I came over here, and yes, you get a little bit extra health, but that's not a big issue. But that's a weird one, actually, isn't it? Health regeneration rate. Why did I have 2 of them? Oh well, I don't know. But yeah, it's a simple one. For those of you that are new to this, the kind of way you want to be heading, I would recommend early on to kind of work your way out here and work your way up to the Ranger, Arcane's Teaching. This is possibly the best one you can get. You do lose quite a lot of projectile damage, but having the extra projectiles there allows you to do 3 altogether. And then your next level you'd want to work towards is probably down here. Get this, and then down to here, get a critical hit damage at Assassin. These down here, this is what you do later on. This is just where you've got a couple of extra points. It's just 3 damage, you know, extra damage. When you see those lightning bolts coming down, that is this here. So this is the Eos Dawn's Pios Striker. Basically, if an enemy, because I've chosen this one here as well, basically if any enemy has only got 50% of health left, lightning bolts come down and instantly kill them. Dramatically reduces. I mean, when you think about it, that's essentially 15% of an entire mission enemies wiped out. So it's, you know, it's pretty nice. This one down here is just massive critical hit damage, but I mean, you see it there. I get plus 6% critical damage, but I lose 5% damage. So you take that 5% less there, you take 50% less there. So you kind of have to work on getting like a critical hit chance up. So a lot of my abilities are either just basic spell damage, like, or critical damage. I believe these are critical hit score. I was kind of playing about with these as well because they're easy to get. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 points. I don't go up to here, but 4 points you get plus 10% damage, plus 80% critical hit, plus 18% critical hit, and attack speed score, which doesn't matter for mage because that doesn't affect her. Unless it might affect her actual main ability, like her staff, like, but I don't think it would. So that's the skill tree one. What I will do with my future points, as I said, I will put a couple points into here, and I'll get this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another really nice one here as well. I get another 8%. So after about 4 or 5 points, that is, I mean, there's nothing else that I'm looking at this and going, I'll move to that next, or I'll get that next. So I'll probably just start kind of finishing up, getting these little extra bits and bobs here, get extra critical hit chance there, damage, a bit of ailment damage there. And yeah, I mean, 5 points and this bed will be done, 10 points and it'll be polished. Yeah, it's going to be pretty brutal. And now when it goes into your attributes, what I've done is I put a little bit more into my toughness. I'm still playing about with this, because as I said, like, I was just sick of getting instant killed. And as you see, I'm sitting with good health now. And I've put quite a lot onto Frosty. I might take a bit off that next time. I don't want to waste too much money for it. I feel bad when I throw like millions of gold at this, but I might try and get 50,000 health and just kind of have that as a kind of goal, which is from what I gathered from reading other posts, that's about the kind of level you want to get to, is about 50,000 health, and then you won't get instant killed so much. Actually, one thing I will mention I will work towards getting is this. So that's 1, 2, 3 points, and it'll give me 2% life leech, and then I can get that as well. So that's global life leech, so that's my everything, and then that would be 4% life leech. So that it's not a huge thing, but basically as long as you spam your skills, you're gonna be getting back plus what you get from your stave, about 10% health. And the amount of damage I'm throwing out, that should keep you nice and healthy. So yeah, and the skills I'm using, same as always: Aether Jump, Bulwark of Dawn, Anomaly, and Tears of Ophelio. And then obviously your primary attack, which you can't get rid of, and your Consuming Embers. Now, you look at my Consuming Embers, guys. I'll go into this page where you can see a bit more stats here. 53% critical hit chance, 267% critical hit damage. This is at basic damage, which is, you know, pretty nice. Good cost as well for 3 projectiles. And then if I cast it, because I've got these 2 things pop up here as well, goes up to 6,539 damage. And then if I've got my ailments active and all that, I can almost get 10,000. I've had it up to about 9,800. I'm working towards getting to about 10,000 damage, which is what it would be if I was in, big fighting. Yeah, and then when it comes to your gear, one thing I have done is I took off all the gems on my items and put on ones that provide health. So they're all plus 400% health, so all of them together I added quite a good chunk of health on. I've managed to roll that to get the 3 times 15% spell damage as well, which is really nice, and I've put the extra critical hit chance onto them. Yeah, and then my gear, I've kind of been tweaking it a little bit. I've actually started moving away from just pure damage and working on more kind of niche. So I've got this, obviously you've got toughness, critical hit chance, and ailment chance, so that's a really nice for my build. Again, that is actually just straight up damage with rage and willpower cost decrease. That's actually a really, really important skill to have as a mage, especially at a high level, because you're going to be spamming you're not using your staff to gain mana, willpower. So that's a really good ability to have. That's a really nice one I got there. Elemental damage, rage and willpower cost decrease, toughness. Resistance is always handy. Dodged, again, is always handy to have. This one here is quite a really nice armor. Basic damage update. Basic damage. Resource generation, health regen. Just basically a really nice piece of armor there. I've got elemental damage up here. This is one I actually got because I put on one of those. I think was I showing you guys? I don't know. I found a really nice thing in doing one of the champion missions, which allowed me to re-roll the legendary item, and I just happened to get this, and I was like, yes, that's a really nice one there. Still keeping this. I found this ages ago, as you can see, level 35, and I have not found anything remotely close to being as good as this. Because pretty much every enemy that I'm fighting against is on fire. This does dramatically increase my damage, although as you can see I do take a lot more damage from burning enemies. To be honest, this is probably why I keep getting one-shotted, but I haven't found anything better than it yet. In fact, did I keep it? No, I didn't. I've only found one amulet since then. That was legendary, and I kind of sold it and I regret it now, because I could have kept it and then re-rolled it when I found one of the real. Basically it's one of these things, but they're red. And then my rings, some just nice pieces here, basically damage and force shield. Spell casting speed is also quite nice. It's quite important. Basically just means that you can spam your skills more often. I don't think that's not an out and either. It's not an out. No, that does have spell critical hit chance, which is good. My belt, which is my new favourite item, I got it yesterday. I'm loving this thing. I mean, obviously, the plus 20 to all attributes is a big damage buff as well. Critical hit chance, ailment chance, and then the 41% magic finder. I swear this thing has already earned me about 1 million gold just because of all the extra magic stuff I'm getting, all the yellows and that I can bring back and sell. I believe these are new trousers. I don't think you've seen these before. These are just basic elemental damage. I had a look online, and apparently elemental damage does actually, you don't see it here, but it does affect the kind of bottom line. So I've been putting that on because I really like these trousers. Really, really high force shield there, and then elemental damage, and then I've put on the 400 extra health there. And my boots, again, it's basically just about everything I need. So damage and movement. The movement for me is the quality of life. You can get better boots than that, but for me, I like having the extra movement speed. It basically, 21% extra movement speed over the course of an entire mission. That's 5 minutes less on deep expeditions. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's quite a significant margin less distance. So I would recommend putting on movement speed, guys, if you can get it. Even if maybe you have to sacrifice a bit of damage. But yeah, that's the one for my items. when it comes to stuff like this, I've been kind of farming the game quite a lot over the last couple of days. It's not been too bad because I've been able to use quite a lot of this stuff to roll items and all that. Saying that though, I would never roll an item and take it off the runes. They're too valuable right now. Like, I'm starting to farm them up, but there's only so much, you know. I mean, I've been at this level now of getting these for about 2-3 days now, maybe 30 levels over the last couple of days, and this is all I found. So yeah, I wouldn't. This one of them is like you re-roll, it will consume all socketed gems, and yeah, I wouldn't do that, because I believe only you get one effect in relation to the gems that are absorbed. Anyway guys, that is the build, that is all my gear, that is the attributes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'd say I would recommend this game overall. Once you kind of get to this level that I'm at though, there's not too much to do. Like, you've seen this thing here. Oh, hang on. Got to finish that last one. I'm full up though, so it's going to drop on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically your end game. You're leveling up these, you're unlocking these, which give you access to, you know, new missions and stuff like that. You can infuse stuff, and yeah, but I've got no money, so I am currently doing this one though, which is quite a big one. So no, it's not, I mean, the end game is a bit drab, and considering the fact that it's very difficult to play with other people. In fact, I've never done it. Because you basically need to start the game with someone else. You can't just go and join someone's game. It's really bizarre how they've done it. But yeah, I would recommend it overall, guys. Especially if it's on sale. You know, it's a good game. It's got good graphics. It's got, you know, lots of flashing lights and numbers, which, you know, I like. Anyway, guys, I'll finish up. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this wee video and the build. If you want to give it a go, let me know. If you are asking any questions, I'm not an absolute expert in this game, but I'll do my best if you've got any questions. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.